Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about and discussing about Bleach chapter 642. Okay, this chapter really is gotten me more interested in the character Nemu. It opens up straight into a flashback, straight into a bit more of a backstory, and it literally blew my mind when we learn more about Nemu. Easily one of those type of mysterious characters that we never really much know of, and during these 5-part chapters with Mayuri and her being the god's hand, really allowed us to learn more about what's going on with her, and it really brings to me some questions about her and what she can possibly do. So like I mentioned, it really did open up with a flashback, and it literally is something that really brings out to mind. When she was a young girl, Nemu is just a name that Mayuri gave her, because apparently that's not her actual name. She talks to one of the other lab scientists. I can't remember the character's name, but he has the 2 little front horns at the back, and he explains that she was part of an experiment of this project called the Nemuri Nanego project, and how each one had these 6 previous, I'll say, Nemus all had different stages of development and died before certain stages. Like, you had one that one finally developing a brain, one that finally became a fetus and everything, and one that got used to improve Mayuri's Zanbakuto, and and then learning that one got to the infant stage is really interesting and awesome that it went into this stage. But at the same time, it's a bit of a question, a bit of what's going to happen, what's not going to happen type thing when it got to that stage. And then Nemu showed up. The Nemu we know ended up learning that she's there to protect. She's there to. So her original name is Nemuri the 7th, because she's the 7th Nemuri from the Nemuri project. What's really interesting, because I love learning more about these weird projects that Mayuri done. Mayuri might be one of my favourite characters. He originally was one of my less favourites, but recently he became one of my favourite characters, and I love learning about what kind of scientific things he's done since becoming the captain for the 12th Division after Urahara. And it seems like he's literally created a lot of projects, and this seems really one of the nice ones to do. And just learning about Nemu and everything, and learning more about her backstory and stuff like that. So yeah, I found this chapter a little bit interesting, I love when it goes to flashback about certain selective characters, and it was really, really interesting that we got this, and now we're going to see what Nemu can finally do in her perspective, in her own skills to protect Mayuri. And I really cannot wait to see what she brings to fight the god's hand and everything. So Nemu's backstory and a little bit more character development for her has been developed within this chapter, and it was really interesting with the backstory as well. I would love to learn more about the Nemuri project a little bit more, but I don't think we're going to get any more of that apart from this one chapter with Nemu, because she's becoming more of the focal point now in this current mini arc, should I say, of Bleach. This mini arc with Nemu and Mayuri, and it really is really interesting what she can actually bring to this, and the fact that now she's developing more to be more independent, but so to speak, and that she's doing things that ain't orders on her own free will, and it really is bringing a lot of questions to this. Sorry, my manga reader app is just popping up because I've probably got another manga chapter to read, and it just brings out a lot of questions as well and everything. But apparently this power that she's using has a limit, and according to Nemu, she's using this certain power that's helping her to fight the God Hand and and protect Mayuri. But at the same time, this power, she only can last another 400 seconds. This is her calculations. That with it, so it gives me interest in what kind of power this is to make it so her body won't last that long. It probably because it's part of the whole project that Mayuri was working on, that created Nemu, and it always gave me interesting developments and interesting sights and scenes that really bring along. And it always makes me wonder if it's actually ever possible of what they can bring. So yeah, so this chapter was really, really good. We learned more about Nemu, more about Mayuri, pretty much about a project that Mayuri worked on, and Nemu was part of this project. She was literally one of the seventh project within this project, and she's the much more successful one. And it literally is, and she came to the point where even Mayuri didn't realize that she would need to fight in his place because how badly he's hurt and everything, and Nemu's just there to fight and protect him and stuff like that. So this chapter was really, really good. I know this fight has been, I know it's been dragged out. This mini arc has been dragged out. The 5-part chapters that this has been dragged out a lot, and this fight should end really by now. But getting chapter 5 being a backstory is really, really, really interesting. And as you may know, I don't rate the chapters because I think rating manga chapters is something that is, yeah, I can rate it, but in the end of the day, rating chapters I don't see the point of. If I'll review the chapter and give you my thoughts and my opinion on it, but I'll tell you again, you read the chapter and then you come back here and comment down below on what you think of the chapter. If you liked it, that's cool. If you don't like it, that's even cool. Because rating chapters or manga chapters ain't something I think is good in these kind of reviews. For me, anyway. There are probably other manga anime chapter reviewers that have probably done the same thing and rated them, and you don't need to. That's the thing. You don't need to. Because in the end of the day, somebody can read the chapter and think it was a nice chapter and everything. And that's what this whole point is. And so I'm going to end it here, saying that I enjoyed this chapter. What did you think about this chapter? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you like about the art? I found the art very beautifully done. So what did you think about it? Comment down below in the comment section, and I'll see you next time for another manga anime chapter review. Bye bye for now.